guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, Barcelona are very confident that they will be able to sign Bernardo Silva by the end of the transfer window. Of course, Bernardo Silva in the Premier League for Pep Guardiola Man City has not started any game yet, and also yesterday showed signs of saying goodbye to the Etihad Stadium as well. Again, the club are very confident they'll be able to sign him with the exit or the wage reduction of Frenkie de Jong. But also along with the midfield, the club are also looking at new right backs as well. Of course, Sergino Dest for the Rayo Vallecano match was left out due to a technical decision by Xavi, and now Barcelona have been offered the chance to sign Hector Bellerin as a free agent. Of course, right now, the right back market is a bit low. No one's really available. Now, Bellerin has emerged as a possible option for Barcelona. Of course, they'll come to the Xavi to decide yes or no, but the club are looking for a right back and are also wanting to sell Dest as well. Now, of course, for these players to come in, players will have to leave the club this summer. Big exit updates on so many players. Firstly, on Memphis, very close to reaching an agreement with Juventus on a 2-year contract. But again, the big question is, how will he leave Barcelona, transfer fee Barcelona, or contract termination? Chelsea are preparing a big offer for Pierre-Emerick Aubamyenag. The club have set their price. I'll let you guys know about that price. It has been set. If they receive an offer of that price, Aubameyang will leave. If not, he will stay. The board and Xavi want to keep him, but if a good offer comes in, they will accept it. Of course, next big update for departures, Frenkie de Jong. I'm sick and death of this. We do have some big updates about Chelsea coming in for him, how he made it for his salary. Xavi's backing him. We have some updates about him, typical stuff. Also some updates on Abde and Alejandro Balde, possibly leaving on loan. Quick Braithwaite crap update. And lastly, we do have an update on the deferred and salary reduction of both captains in Sergio Busquets and Pique as well. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the #1 target and price signing currently for Barcelona in the summer transfer window, Marcos Alonso. And as we all know, at some point next week, his signing will be official and finalized. Ferran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that everything is agreed for the transfer of Marcos Alonso before presenting the final offer to Chelsea. Mateo Alemán wants to see how much is available in terms of fair play. At the request of Xavi, they will also value the signing of a right back after the existing signing of Marcos Alonso is also registered. So of course, with the registration over the past couple of days taking place, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kesse, Christensen, Roberto, Dembele, club now needs a few more exits to register Jules, Kounde, and also Marcos Alonso, and maybe a possible another signing in a right back. But again, there is a total agreement between Chelsea, Barcelona, and Marcos Alonso. All Barcelona have to do right now is send that official offer, and the deal will take place. Most likely will happen at some point next week. Again, Marcos Alonso will become a Blaugrana very soon. Now, along with a left back, the club are also looking for a new right back this summer after the failed signing of Azpilicueta, and the first concrete name has turned up, and it is Hector Bellerin from Arsenal. Ferran Martinez from Deportivo came out saying that Hector Bellerin has been offered to Barcelona. He is negotiating his exit from Arsenal for free at the current moment, but Barcelona want time to assess it. Xavi would make, of course, a final decision. He'd like to sign a right back if there is fair play. There are other priorities right now, though, for the club at the moment. Of course, registering Kounde, Alonso, and possibly Bernardo Silva. Now, get in the comments down below, would you take Bellerin at Barcelona? Now, when this news came out, I said I would if we keep Dest. If we have Dest and Bellerin competing with each other, I wouldn't mind that coming in on a free transfer. I'm smelling an Aubameyang 2.0 here. I wouldn't mind. But to come in as a possible Dest replacement, I'm out. No. I don't think Bellerin is at that level anymore. Back in what? 2017, 2018, different story. That was when he was in his prime. Now, not so much. Still very young. I think he's like 26, 27, 28, something like that. So still got some years left to go in football. But I think him as a backup option to the new starting right back wouldn't be a bad option as well. Again, it will be a free transfer. He's currently in negotiation with Arsenal to terminate his contract and be available as a free agent. So keep your eyes on this. Again, this is a failed signing for Azpilicueta. This has been the only right back that we have been linked with so far. So I have to wait and see what happens in that position. But there is a name there for the moment, and it is Hector Bellerin. Now, the player that we have been linked with the most over the past 24 to 48 hours has been, of course, Bernardo Silva, with the future Frenkie de Jong still uncertain. We are still being linked a lot with the Portuguese midfielder. Now, Ben Jacobs has come out saying that so far there is no agreement between Barcelona and Man City for Bernardo Silva, but the fee would be around £65 million, which of course is around about 78 to 80 million euros. The Portuguese is open to the move, but of course he will not force it, as we all know. Now, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona are confident of completing the signing of Bernardo Silva at some point next week. The club believes it will be completed for around 65 million euros, and everything is ready to pursue the transfer. Barcelona are very convinced of the signing of Bernardo Silva and Marcos Alonso at some point next week. They have told Frenkie de Jong that he'll no longer be a starter, and he's expected to leave as well. Then the club wants to sign a right back after Dest's possible departure as well. So again, targets for Barcelona are clear: left back Alonso, new midfielder if Frenkie de Jong leaves, and a right back. Now, since the Premier League has started, it started of course last weekend. We've had 2 games so far in the Premier League. Both games, Bernardo Silva has started on the bench. Yesterday, of course, Man City versus Bournemouth at the Etihad Stadium, they won 4-0. Bernardo Silva was on the bench. He came on as a sub, and then after the match, there is this video that has been recorded of him walking around, clapping the fans and saying goodbye, kind of like as a farewell, because I believe Man City's next match will be away from home. So if Bernardo Silva does move to Barcelona within the next 2 weeks, this will be his last match at the Etihad Stadium. I think this is being blown out of proportion a little bit. I don't really see any signals, in my opinion, of him saying goodbye. Some people are saying, like, oh, he clapped all 4 ways, he walked around for a bit, all this sort of stuff. I think it's just blown out of proportion, in my opinion. I think it's just, a regular thing that players do sometimes. Again, it is a bit weird that he's the only player out there right now and waving and stuff. I get it, it makes sense, but I still feel like this is not really him saying goodbye. I just feel like this is him just being a nice player, so to speak. But the articles again coming in from Cutrone in Barcelona saying that Barcelona will launch more moves for Bernardo Silva next week. He is the icing on the cake for the transfer window. Now, so far the cake has been built. You got the base of it, but we're still missing the full base, and then you can put the icing. So I'm not so. The media in Barcelona are so confident that it will sign Bernardo Silva at some point. I don't see it that clearly. I think if Frenkie cuts his salary, which most likely he will after that shower of shite that Man United are going through, I don't see his signing as clear. Of course, Joan Laporta dreams of having Frenkie and Bernardo in the team. There's a such thing, in my opinion, as too many superstars. Of course, right now we're absolutely flooded in our team. Fantastic squad that we have right now. But with Bernardo coming in on top of what we already have, that for me is an flooded squad. That's too many superstars. Of course, they will clash. If Frenkie de Jong plays 3 games, you hear in the media Bernardo Silva's unhappy, wants to leave. That stuff happens as well. So we'll wait and see. Again, he is the top target if Frenkie de Jong leaves. No doubt about that. And I am confident 100% that we will sign Bernardo Silva if Frenkie de Jong leaves. But we'll have to wait and see how this operation materializes over the next week or so. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. There is quite a bit. Let's get through it. First of course, the main candidate who did most revenue in the sale. We've been talking about this since May the 15th. Frenkie de Jong. Now, Samuel Marza from ESPN has come out saying that Frenkie de Jong's agents have told Chelsea and Barcelona to not use intermediates in talks after Joan Laporta tried to involve Fini Zahavi, of course the agent of Lewandowski. They believe that this will only hinder things for the moment, and as of now as well, Frenkie de Jong's camp remains firm on their decision of staying in Barcelona. Now, of course, we have here reports that Alejandro has arrived in Barcelona. He was there a few days before the match against Rayo Vallecano and then left. Or wondering why is he coming to Barcelona? That means there has to be a meeting with the club as well. Maybe he's just coming to see with Frenkie de Jong and Braithwaite as well, who of course they're both their agents. While Juan Martin Alberto Roca came out saying that the agent of Frenkie de Jong and Martin Braithwaite, Ali Dursun, has left Barcelona. They have left the city without meeting the leaders of Barcelona. The club upset as they wanted a meeting, and the agents are angry as well at what they see as interference and have declined. So Frenkie de Jong's agent came to Barcelona to talk with Braithwaite and de Jong to analyze their futures, all that sort of stuff. The club requested for a meeting, and they said no. Again, this situation is so delicate, and it's all over the place. And it gets worse. Just hear this. Now, of course, yesterday Man United versus Brentford, they lost 4-0, as you all probably know. Before the match, around an hour or two, Ferran Martinez from Deportivo came out saying that total offense has come from Manchester United for Frenkie de Jong. They are confident of completing his signing at some point next week by marking the best financial offer to both the player and Barcelona. So now we're hearing, oh, United are back in the race. They want to beat Chelsea. They're going to up their bid, give Frenkie de Jong all the money in the world to make that transfer happen. Well, since that match, of course, it has absolutely fallen through for Frenkie de Jong to United. Sport came out saying that Frenkie de Jong has told the Barcelona dressing room that he could leave for Man United. The player is very upset with the board if they're pushing him out the door. Again, this is still before the match against Brentford. And then straight after the match, I'm like, 10 minutes after the match, the Telegraph in the UK have come out saying that Frenkie de Jong prefers a move to Chelsea should a move to the Premier League materialize in the last weeks of the transfer window. It is a big blow to Manchester United. Frenkie de Jong has officially rejected their proposal. Now, after the match yesterday against Rayo Vallecano, Xavi was asked about Frenkie de Jong's future, saying that, look, Frenkie de Jong, in my opinion, is not a substitute player. He is an important player. I've said this several times. I don't know what will happen in the market, but if he stays, he will be very important for us. So this is Xavi saying, look, right now I'm benching Frenkie de Jong because of his transfer market situation, his contract with the club. Of course, if he gets injured, we can't sell him, then he will be forced to stay on his salary, blah, blah, blah. Cost the club millions. So that's why he's not starting. But once the market is over, of course, and we do have a solution, hopefully by then, Frenkie de Jong, if he does stay, will be important for us. I mean, bloody hell, man. We're 3 months into this crap. I'm sick and tired and sick to death of it. I think it's a 50-50 whether or not he stays or leaves to go to Chelsea. I think United definitely out of the question, 100%. In my opinion, anyway, something could happen if they offer him, 600,000 euros per week. We never know. But I have a funny feeling that Frenkie de Jong will reduce his salary. I feel like he's looking at the options. Man United, crap, Chelsea. Okay, fine for top 4. You're in right now, the best club in the world, with one of the best squads in the world as well, fighting for all competitions. Like, we're not... I see, people attacking Barcelona all the time, right? And I'm just defending my club, but I don't see the big problem asking a player to reduce his salary from 400,000 euros per week to 200,000 euros per week. First of all, you're still earning a hell of a lot of money. Second of all, you're at the best club in the world. The first salary, that's a different story. I'm just talking about the wages, and I feel like with Frenkie de Jong being so stubborn in this whole entire situation, not talking with the club, hey, you want to know my situation? Go talk to my agent saying, oh, I don't want you guys are being pricks. Like, I don't know, man. Honestly, if I were to make a prediction, put some money on it right now, I would say Frenkie de Jong will stay and he'll not cut his salary past the transfer window. I'd be shocked if we get anything happening before then, but we are hearing that next week is going to be a big week. So we'll wait and see on Frenkie. Again, still nothing decided on his future, but hopefully the decision will be coming very, very soon. Now, players' exit that has intensified over the past 24 to 48 hours has been Sergino Dest. Now, this report, and the next one I'm going to show you guys, came out before the squad list was released for the Rayo Vallecano match. Ferran Martinez from Deportivo came out saying that Sergino Dest wants to stay at Barcelona, but his case is open. He is definitely on the transfer market. Both the sporting sector and the coaches as well understand that he has not adapted well to Xavi's game, and Barcelona are also tracking the right back market as well. And then Ben Aid came out saying that Dest wants to continue at Barcelona. When Barcelona were closing the signing of Azpilicueta 2 weeks ago and they thought they were about to sign him, the club told the agent of Dest that it would be important for Dest to leave this summer, but in recent days there has been no message from the club. Literally 2 hours after this report from Ben Aid, there was a big message from the club. Dest was excluded from the squad list against Rayo Vallecano in the match yesterday, and these now are the reports that came out after the squad list. Gerard Romero came out saying that Sergino Dest is not injured. It is a technical decision to leave him out of the squad. A clear message has been sent by Xavi. Ferran Martinez came out saying that a clear message has been sent to Sergino Dest by leaving him out of the squad. He has been told that it's best for him to look for another team. Helena Cades from Kope came out saying that Sergino Dest maintains that he wants to succeed at Barcelona and show that he has a place in the squad. At the moment, there are no negotiations with other clubs of the sale of Dest. So Xavi does not want him. The club want to sell him. No club at the moment, though, is in for Dest. There are some small rumors from the UK saying that Man United may come and sniff around for him. I highly doubt that. They're freaking all over the place over there. No club wants Dest. The club want to sell him. We'll wait and see. I think it's going to be difficult. Again, I would be happy with Dest and Bellerin as our two right backs, with also Roberto there as that third option. He'll be the utility player that can play all over the pitch. And of course, his contract expires next season as well, Roberto. He may end up leaving. To have two right backs there is important. So bring in Bellerin and keep Dest, I would not mind that. But if you sell Dest, who the hell are you going to get? I mean, I get it. Xavi does not think he's good. Does not think he can adapt to the system. Also, the sporting sector thinks that as well. So, Matteo Alemán, Jordi Cruyff, Rafael Ustage, Juan Laporta don't think he's that good as well. So, if everyone at Barcelona is telling us that he's not good, that means he's not good. I think Dest does have some talent, but again, we always keep hearing that he can't adapt to the system. He's not working well in the training, blah, blah, blah. So, gotta hold your hands up. If they want him out, they want him out. So, we'll wait and see. No doubt the club want to try and sell him. The question now is, what club's going to come in? What's the bid? Definitely a minimum of 20 million euros, in my opinion, unless the club get desperate. They may accept 15 million euros plus 5, of course, in variable. So, we'll wait and see on Dest, but 100% whether Dest stays or not, the club are in the market to sign a new right back. Now, a player who Barcelona are desperate, and I mean desperate, to get rid of this summer is, of course, Martin Braithwaite. He has not played a single second of football for Barcelona since preseason, and I believe pretty much in the year of 2022, he's played about 70 minutes for Barcelona. I mean, what more signals do you need? Now, Moises Malorens and Samuel Martin from ESPN have come out saying that Martin Braithwaite is open to leaving Barcelona, but only if the right offer comes in. I mean, bloody hell, how many times have I heard this before? Look, apparently we terminated Braithwaite's contract. He wants every single penny left over. That's why it's becoming difficult. But again, why would you stay? Like, no one wants you. Got booed. Even if you do stay, you're not gonna play, and the fans are booing you. I think he was sitting in the game yesterday, where by Vallecano, sitting with, I think, Kounde, Dest, and himself. When the camera panned to him, they booed him again. Like, what more do you want, mate? Like, just pack your bags and go, man. Like, we'll wait and see. I think the club have this is something that's already confirmed. The club received offers for for Braithwaite, actual money offer, like 5 million euros, whatever it may be. The club accepted it, but Braithwaite said no. He said, "I'll leave on my own terms." Blah blah blah. Up yours, you bloody twag. Get out. I think the club are gonna freeze him out. Obviously, he won't be part of the squad training. He's still training right now, but I think once the window closes, the club might freeze him out, because of course Xavi does not want him, the board don't want him, literally no one in Barcelona wants him. So we'll wait and see. I feel like, again, he could be that last second option for some clubs that are desperate to look for a striker, maybe Man United, something like that. You never know, but he's waiting for the right offer to come in. We'll wait and see on Braithwaite, but I'm still very confident him and Umtiti as well, and the club are confident as well, that they both will leave the club before the transfer window ends. But the Barcelona player at the moment who is the closest to the exit door right now is Memphis Depay. Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that Juventus are getting closer to an agreement with Memphis Depay's camp. Talks are progressing well, and there were positive contacts over the past 24 hours. Romeo Agrusti from Goal, #1 source around Juventus, has come out saying that Juventus are very close to finding an agreement with Memphis Depay on the economic aspect. There have been many contacts over the past 24 hours between Juventus and Memphis. Talks continue to move forward, and he remains to be the absolute first choice for the Italian club. Matteo Morita from Merliwa has even gone a step further and saying there is a total agreement between Juventus and Depay. Depay has agreed to a 2-year contract with a salary close to 7 million euros, which is around about, I think, 150,000 euros per week. A solution with Barcelona needs to be found, though. Leave on free or a symbolic transfer fee for Barcelona. So again, Depay is still negotiating his contract with Barcelona the way he's supposed to leave. Will it be a free agent, or will Barcelona salvage a transfer fee for him? Ferran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that there is optimism between Barcelona and Memphis Depay to find his solution in the next 48 hours. Of course, yesterday against Rayo Vallecano, did not warm up, did not get on the pitch whatsoever. Barcelona wants to try to get some money for him, but the option that he can leave with the letter of freedom is still not ruled out. So again, the club do want some money for him, even a little bit, 5 million, 10 million, whatever it may be. But Memphis Depay is pushing to leave as a free agent, with his contract right now being terminated by Barcelona. And finally, Juan Martí has come out saying that Memphis Depay is in intense negotiations with Barcelona currently. He started at first wanting the entire salary of the remaining year, but little by little the demands have reduced, but he still wants to leave with the letter of freedom. So initially Depay wanted to leave like Braithwaite, give me all my money that you owe me and I'll leave for free. But now Depay slowly but surely is giving up a lot of money, and in the end most likely he will leave with the letter of freedom. Of course, letter of freedom means you leave and you know, both clubs shake hands and you go, no more money is owed, nothing like that. So we'll wait and see on Memphis. Again, I just think if the club can just salvage the transfer fee, it would be so fantastic, but I don't think so. I think Memphis is very, very firm, saying that, look, I came at your lowest point as a free agent. I was one of the first players to adapt to your new salary structure. I want to leave for free. That way, if I go to Juventus, I get a big sign-on bonus, so I can make up for the money that I should have earned over here. It makes sense. I think, I'll talk about Aubameyang in a few seconds, but I think if we keep Aubameyang for sure, I would let Memphis go with the letter of freedom. I think, you know what, say thanks. You wore the number 9 last season. You sold some jerseys, helped us a lot. Cheers, mate. Adios. So, wait to see with Memphis, but no doubt his exit is very, very hot. He could be leaving in the next 48 hours. The question now is that will Barcelona receive a transfer fee, or will they let him leave for free? Now, a player who Barcelona do not want to sell this summer, but they could end up selling him if the right offer comes in, is, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Juan Martí and Alberto Ro from Relivo have come out saying that Barcelona want 25 million euros for Aubameyang. Chelsea have not made an official offer yet, but they could very soon. The main point of discussion of the possible transfer is because Aubameyang's salary will increase this season. And then Juan Martí himself came out saying that Chelsea would want to pay right now around 12.5 million euros fixed. Aubameyang would agree to leave if the financial conditions are satisfied from Chelsea's point of view. Initially, Barcelona counted on Aubameyang and he will not be pushed out. So again, very, very simple. If a good offer comes in that Barcelona cannot refuse, they will accept it, and Aubameyang will leave. He will not be forced out. Aubameyang does not want to leave, but the club say, hey, you know what? We got a good offer for you. We want you to leave. He'll say, you know what? Fair enough. Shake hands and adios, amigo. Now, Gerardo Romero has come out saying that Barcelona knows that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is in talks with Chelsea, and the club is expecting an offer between 25 and 28 million euros for him. And if that offer comes in, most likely the club will accept it. But Xavi is against Aubameyang's departure. Can Chelsea just not leave us alone this window? I mean, bloody hell. Again, I'm on the side of the board here. If an offer like this that's really ridiculous comes in, remember this guy is 32, 33 years old, 1 year left on his contract, 25 million euros, and you save 200,000 euros per week on him. It's a no-brainer. Now we just have to hope that this offer from Chelsea does not come in. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying that although Chelsea want to sign Aubameyang, neither he wants to leave, nor Xavi and Barcelona want him to leave either. The one striker who will receive the green light to leave the club this summer is, of course, Memphis Depay. His move is close, and it could be done for free as well. Ferran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that as of now, Xavi has made it clear that he is counting on Aubameyang. Work is being done for Memphis Depay's exit. Auba is also very happy at Barcelona and in the city as well. However, a very good offer from Chelsea could change the scenario, which of course right now we are worried about. And finally, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Chelsea are indeed preparing an opening offer for Aubameyang. Barcelona and Xavi are very happy with him, but does depend on the offer they receive. Memphis Depay to Juventus is very, very close, work in progress. It's getting closer, but not agreed yet. Now we've been hearing now for weeks that Barcelona want to sell one of them, but they do want to keep one of them. Now Depay is about to leave for free. How are we going to turn that around? I think what the club will do is wait for the offer from Chelsea. If it's good, accept it, and then tell Memphis he's staying. If not, let Memphis go for free, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday, and then shut down talks with Chelsea. Again, Barcelona is in control of the situation. It's not like a player wants to leave or the club want to force these players out. The club, 1000%, is in control. Chelsea could bid 100 million, and the club could say no, of course, but of course they're gonna take that every single day of the week. So we'll wait and see on Auba, man. I am a bit worried. Of course, Chelsea have the money, no doubt about that. They freaking spent 70 million euros on Cucurella, man. Like, they can do anything. So, and they even want Frenkie de Jong as well. So, we'll wait and see with Auba. Of course, Thomas Tuchel, big fan of the player. He's been talking about him as well in the press conference for the Tottenham game and the... Who did they play the first game? I forget. But he's talking about him a lot. Of course, Xavi confirmed the press conference the other day as well, and he's very happy with Aubameyang. So we'll wait and see what happens. But of course, it all depends on the offer that comes in from Chelsea. Now, the final exits that I want to discuss is about the exit of some Barcelona B players, or Barcelona athletic players, should I say, who could be leaving out on loan this summer to gain experience and earn some first team minutes in Abde and Alejandro Balde. Firstly, on Abde, Juan Martínez come out saying that Abde's exit at the moment is not imminent quite yet. Next week, he will choose the offer that best suits him. He's, of course, was left out of the squad list against Rayo Vallecano as there's many forward options. Girona, Cadiz, and Valencia are interested, and right now Valencia are the best placed team. Now, of course, Valencia are the best team out of these three, but Valencia have some good players on their wing, so I feel like Abde will have to earn a spot in the first team, not like Nico who walks straight in. I feel like Abde would have some difficulties. Of course, if he underperforms, he could be pushed out by other wingers. I feel like a move to Cadiz and Girona would be much better for him. He'll start week in, week out, no matter what, whether he's good or whether he's on form or not on form. So we'll wait and see. But if he wants to go to Valencia, then fair enough to him. We'll wait and see on that. But again, his loan will be taking place at some point this week. The question now is, what will be the destination? But a loan that could materialize later on in the transfer window is, of course, the loan of Alejandro Balde. Now, Ferran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona considers Alejandro Balde's time at Barcelona B, now Barca Athletic, is over. It is expected that he either stays at the first team next season or leaves on loan. His future is linked with Marcos Alonso's arrival. So if somehow Barcelona pull out of this Marcos Alonso deal, which I highly doubt, Alejandro Balde will stay as a backup left after Jordi Alba. But if we do sign Marcos Alonso, 99% we will do, Balde will go out on loan. His time at Barcelona B is over. Of course, he's outgrown that. Should be playing week in, week out at another team as well. We'll see what league he goes to. He could go to La Liga, Bundesliga, Greek League, Belgian League, whatever it may be. I think there have been offers for his loan move. Again, his agent Jorge Mendes probably brings him up all the time in all his meetings, which of course makes sense. When he's available for a loan, I have no doubt that clubs will line up to sign him on that season-long loan. So wait and see on Balde, but again, very, very clear, either stays in the first team or goes out on loan this summer. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, some news on registration. Of course, everyone's registered right now except for Jules, Kounde, Roberto, Dembele, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kessie, and Christensen were all registered on Friday, but Kounde was the one left out. Now, Fernando Martinez came out saying that Jules Kounde and Marcos Alonso's registrations, and of course Marcos Alonso's signing as well, will take place at some point next week. And also yesterday before the match, Juan Laporta was doing some interviews, of course, and he also confirmed that at some point next week, there will be departures, and then we'll be able to register Jules Kounde. So again, most likely the club needed one departure, whether it's Umtiti, Braithwaite, Memphis, Aubameyang, Frenkie de Jong, whoever leaves, the next person once they leave, Kounde will be registered. But of course, at this current moment, he cannot unless maybe Pique or Busquets take a salary reduction, which we'll talk about in the next few seconds. But again, most likely at some point next week, before the match against Real Sociedad at the Anoeta, Kounde and Alonso will both be registered if, of course, we end up signing Marcos Alonso. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is giving you guys an update on the salary reduction of both first-team captains at Barcelona and Sergio Busquets and Gerard Pique. Firstly, on Pique, now the first two reports are coming out before Friday's chaos and registration. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Gerard Pique already knows that he will not have a prominent role this season, but he still wants to help the club and has agreed to significantly lower his salary, and Barcelona are also working to find the right formula with Busquets as well. And then a few hours before we registered, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kessie, Christensen, Roberto, Dembele, The Athletic were reporting that Gerard Pique's salary reduction could be an extent to he officially does not earn or receive a salary for this season, although he would take a wage for his last season on his contract, 23-24, but details are left to be agreed. So 1 minute Pique is about to play for free, the next minute everything stops. This for me makes no sense, and also this would mean that Pique is guaranteed to stay next season in the 23-24 season, where most likely the club want to retire at the end of this season. So this report didn't make sense at the time, then afterwards, of course, it did get shut down. Now, after Lewandowski and everyone else was registered, Relevo came out with some breaking news. Juan Marta, Alberto Roque, and Mateo Merito, they came out saying that talks between Barcelona and Gerard Pique for a salary reduction are paralyzed. For now, the talks have stopped completely, and it remains to be seen when and how they resume. So after everyone got registered, the board and Gerard Pique stopped talking about a salary reduction, which for me is quite interesting. I think that means pretty much that they were going to be ready to do it if we needed it, and at that moment we didn't really need it. We know that other players will leave. They could bring in Kounde, so quite interesting. I feel like next week, if we don't get some exits and we do need a salary reduction to register Jules Kounde, I think in the end Pique will do it. But I think since it's not really needed right now, the club don't deem it necessary to really go through it now. On Busquets, again, these first three reports are before the chaos on Friday. Firstly, Fernando Porto came out saying that Sergio Busquets' environment is doubtful about the legal aspect of the new deal. offered by Barcelona, he does not want to face any legal problems regarding his contract. Again, Busquets does not want to keep deferring his salary. Sergio Busquets also wants to leave Barcelona in 2023, and if he is paid the deferred salary after that, it could lead to legal and financial issues, what he does not want to face. Also, it is uncertain if La Liga would accept that as well. Kounde came out saying that Barcelona and Sergio Busquets' camps are very far from an agreement, and they see it difficult to be closed as well. Finally, Relevo came out and said that despite the willingness of both Barcelona and Sergio Busquets to reach an agreement, at the moment it seems difficult for the parties to reach an agreement for their first salary and or salary reduction that they had negotiating over the past recent days. So again, Busquets is going to be leaving in a year. He doesn't mind deferring his salary, but he does not want to take a wage cut. And of course, if you just keep deferring his salary, that'll become a legal problem in the long term, because then you're going to have a deferred salary wage bill. You already have a wage bill problem. You're going to have a deferred salary wage bill problem. It's going to be all over the place. And of course, Busquets and Barcelona don't want more problems that they already have. So after all the conundrum on Friday, after everyone was registered, we got a big report coming in from Fernando Porto from Mundo Deportivo, and he came out saying there is no agreement between the conditions discussed between the club and Pique and Busquets to what was transferred in written contracts. The pay agreements that the players needed were not either given. It is also affected by the league that the players already deferred their salary last season, because the Economic Control Commission can interrupt that as a way of cheating by changing 2 consecutive deferrals. It is also concluded that Barcelona was already in the one-run rule, and the reduction or deferred salary of the center back was not absolutely necessary either. So in the end, after Barcelona registered everyone except for Jules Kounde, they found out, look, Kounde will not play this weekend anyway, most likely. Let's wait on that a bit, get some exits going like Memphis, Braithwaite, Abde, Frenkie, Auba, whatever it may be. Then with those exits, you can register Jules Kounde. Therefore, Busquets and Pique don't have to take a salary reduction. You don't have to defer their salaries even more, or owe the money in the future, all that sort of stuff. So in the end, reducing their salaries would have caused more problems for Barcelona. Not reducing it, but more so deferring it. Because again, La Liga only lets you defer so much. Then you get a deferred wage bill, and then it's all over the place. In the end, with the discussion with Busquets, was very, very difficult. He did not want to renew his contract, which of course would have made that a lot easier. But with Pique, he was much, much more open to it. But in the end, the club stopped it because you know what? We don't need it anymore. So I think with Busquets, you can forget about it. But with Pique, we need it. Worst case scenario, we're Friday night, we can't register Kounde. Pique takes salary reduction. I think he'll say yes. So in that case, it will happen. So we'll wait and see what happens in the next couple of weeks. I think most likely both the salary reduction or deferred wages again will not be taking place. But in the end, the club know that if they do need a deferred salary or salary reduction to register some new players or do whatever they need, they know for a fact that Busquets and Pique will be there to help. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. And I think I want to firstly, of course, is on Bernardo Silva. I think we'll end up signing him or not. Secondly, your thoughts on that Bellerin option for Barcelona as a free agent. Would you sign him or not? Thoughts about Dest leaving the club, Memphis joining for free or for a transfer fee. What would you really push for? Aubameyang as well. What would be your set price? Would you consider him non-transferable, or would you accept a bid of 25-30 million euros? And finally, of course, on Frenkie de Jong, what do you think will happen with this? Because of course, I'm just sick and bored of the death of it. And of course, make sure you get subscribed down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.